On Rosh HaShana, and really in the time period leading up to Rosh HaShana, we enter a very specific mindset, which is very important to us. It's a mindset of monotheism. It's a mindset of understanding that there is Hashem, there is the Creator, that is all-powerful. We relate to him like a king. It's the main metaphor that we use to describe or experience a relationship with Hashem this time of year, that he's Melech, and we're his subjects, and he's all-powerful, and we're not, and he's there, and we're here. We're separate from him. We're not really separate from him, but we get ourselves into a mindset that requires us to see ourselves as separate from him. And this is necessary as part of, it's a necessary part of us being able to fully experience Rosh Hashanah properly and to receive from it what we're meant to receive. Right? We're meant to go through this period of relating to ourselves as separate from the Creator and to focus on ourselves as subjects and him as king, and also to focus on this issue of reward and punishment. We did good things, we get a reward. We did bad things, we get a punishment. Even though we know that the truth is our reward is really a feeling of closeness to him, and our punishment is a sense of distance. It's not even punishment, it's a consequence. It's a natural consequence. A natural consequence of engaging in mitzvot, doing the divine will, is a feeling of closeness to the divine. The natural consequence of doing things other than the divine will, things that might, from our perspective, take us away from the divine will, is a feeling of distance from the divine. That's the way it works, right? Schar mitzvah mitzvah. The reward for mitzvah is the mitzvah, is the feeling of connectedness, the feeling of connection, the feeling of closeness. But here we are, we have this period every year where we're meant to experience ourselves as separate from Hashem in order to essentially purify our souls. It's like a coin, like a rare, valuable coin, right? We want to polish it. It gets tarnished, right? But we want to polish our souls. We want to clean our souls once a year, and part of that process is feeling this sense of distance, this sense of yirah, the sense of awe and even fear, that there is this all-powerful king, judge, judging us. And it's important. It's important for us to go through this process. It's important that we experience Rosh Hashanah in that way, and we get a glimpse of the divine ideal for creation, where history should be going, and understand that we're not there yet, and to question the extent to which our shortcomings are preventing history from getting there. Yom Kippur is a return to the Panentheist understanding that we're meant to maintain during the entire year, that we're not separate from Hashem, that we're part of Hashem. Hashem is the timeless, ultimate reality without end, this infinite whole that we're all a part of, that everything's all a part of. Every person, every animal, every insect, every tree, every cloud, every thought, every feeling is a unique expression of Yud-Kei Vav-Kei. We're all part of that. And ultimately, Israel's mission is to bring all of humanity to the awareness that we're all part of that. That's what we really are. That's what the story of history is largely about, bringing humanity to that awareness. But Rosh Hashanah requires us to have a temporary feeling of separateness, a temporary feeling of distance that allows us to clean ourselves, that allows us to fix ourselves. And it's important we feel distant, and it's important that we feel judged. But once we go through that experience of Rosh Hashanah, then we become able to return to this Panentheist understanding through Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur is like a mikvah in time. Right? Just like the mikvah purifies us, cleanses us, Yom Kippur cleanses us. It's this day-long period that sweeps across the earth, cleansing us of our shortcomings, of our transgressions. And the more conscious we are of that, the more aware we are of that, the more plugged in we are to that, the more consciously we'll experience that. I mean, we should understand that we're souls. We are souls in this world, playing characters in a story. I'm playing Yehuda HaKohen. I'm not Yehuda HaKohen. I'm playing this character, Yehuda HaKohen. I've played other characters before, and I might play other characters again. But I'm a unique expression of Yud-Kei Vav-Kei, a unique expression of Hashem that's put into this world like an actor, playing a character named Yehuda HaKohen. And the author of history, and the author of my life, my story, and your stories, is Ein Sof, right? Is Yud-Kei Vav-Kei, is Hashem, is the creator of all. That's another metaphor for our relationship, right? On Rosh Hashanah, we really focus on the king-subject relationship. But throughout the rest of the year, we have other metaphors for that relationship too. Father, children, author, character is one that I connect to very much on a personal level, that I'm a character in a story, or I'm playing a character in a story that Hashem is the author of. That's part of the relationship. So on Rosh Hashanah, we go through this temporary experience of monotheism, of relating to Hashem as king, judge, judging us, separate from us, focusing on our own shortcomings, what we need to fix in ourselves. It's a very necessary experience to go through, in order that we clean ourselves once a year, clean our souls, polish our souls, grow, improve, be the best we can be, entering the new universal year, according to our calendar. And then on Yom Kippur, we go through this mikvah in time that cleanses us and reminds us of the panentheist reality we live in. Right? Because ultimately, we're not monotheists. We don't believe that there is a God over there and we're over here separate from that deity. But rather, we're panentheists. We believe that all of reality and even beyond reality is part of this ultimate reality and beyond reality that we relate to as our national God moving through history. Right? Shema Yisrael, like listen Israel, Hashem Elokeinu, right? Hashem is our God, is the national God of Israel, the God of our ancestors. Hashem Echad, there's nothing but Hashem. Again, every person, every animal, every insect, every plant, every molecule, every thought, every feeling, it's all a unique expression of Yud-Kei Vav-Kei. Was, is, will be. In Od Milvado. There's nothing outside of that. And on Yom Kippur, we're reminded of that. In Yom Kippur, we experience this mikveh in time with this panentheist awareness, and we come out totally cleansed. But it's a stronger cleansing And it's a more impactful cleansing on our consciousness if we go through the monotheistic experience of Rosh HaShana, of experiencing ourselves as separate, as distant, and as being judged by this all-powerful King. And on Rosh HaShana, by the way, we don't mention our own shortcomings. We're a little bit afraid. We're being judged. I want to be careful. On Yom Kippur, we say everything we did wrong over and over and over again, because it doesn't matter. It does matter, but it's okay because we know we're unique expressions of Hashem, come into history to play characters for 120 years. And part of that story, part of that experience, is bringing the characters we play to the conscious awareness of that truth, that we're really just unique expressions of Hashem playing these characters. And that so is everybody else and everything else. And that's where we want to take humanity, to that awareness, that conscious awareness. So these intense days, weeks, right, leading up to Rosh HaShana, and then between Rosh HaShana and Yom Kippur, and then finally Yom Kippur, that's the climax. But that's the purpose, for us to go through this consciousness building experience, like all points in our calendar, right? Every thing on our calendar is another angle of the consciousness building experience we're meant to have throughout the year. And we're meant to experience that as a higher level each year as a result of the experiences we've had over the past year. It's like a spiral constantly moving us upwards, our calendar.